Scorpio, the only way out is through. Please just keep holding on. You are so close. I feel like the changes that are going to be made, the cosmic changes that are coming in, have already started to reveal themselves. Things are already like blooming, coming to light. And both of your ruling planets change signs this season. So I feel like this is a buckle up season, and come November is like the last big buckle up. So, and buckling up doesn't have to be bad, so don't let yourself go like straight to like the negative, work on that. But, the tectonic plates of your life are big time shifting, and this is what we want. This is what we asked for. You want this change, so you gonna get the change, okay? All right, yo, 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 Scorpio. It's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with your general tarot reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Virgo season 2024, baby. Hydrate, light it if you need it. Grab your things, get comfy as we create a safe space for my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Virgo season 2024. Go check out that Virgo season astrology video that I dropped. It has all the important astrological dates and transits and aspects you need to pay attention to, but I'll put you on game. So on September 1st, Pluto retrogrades back into Capricorn. Pluto has already been hanging out at 0 degrees Aquarius for a minute now. And that 0 degrees is a very powerful point. Your relationship to hope and wishes, who you expose yourself to, the kind of work that you're interested in doing, there's just a huge reset, a huge clearing out of old energy. And you're already aware of that. You already know. I know a lot of you are already feeling it, but it kind of is giving the calm before the storm. And the storm doesn't have to be bad. Storms can be fucking beautiful. I watched lightning play in a cloud for a fucking hour with no rain, no thunder last night. It was just gorgeous. If I remember, I'll add that into this video so you can see it. So you can see what I'm talking about. But stop assuming that everything's gonna be negative. Stop assuming the worst. I was telling this to Libra or Virgo, but we have the experiences that we expect. And if you're constantly just preparing for the other shoe to drop, it's just a matter of time before it does, and it's going to drop at the most inconvenient time possible. So all this doom and gloom preparation, like, stop. There's something about you tapping into your capacity for faith. Don't you have some capacity for faith? You know what I mean? And with your ruling planet Pluto hanging out at 0 degrees Aquarius for so long, I feel like this is the access point. There's something about what's happening now that's going to start shifting, that's going to like come full circle in November. And so because certainty is an illusion, there's something about you being forced to face your pessimism, being forced to face your negative self-talk, being forced to face these shadowy aspects of yourself so you can befriend them, get to know them, unpack them, and eventually lay them to rest. Because it's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. I mean, and the divine's trying to have you out here feeling good, but you have to actively participate in that transformation and the letting go of the pessimism and the welcoming in of the optimism. You have to actively participate in hoping a new hope. A new hope. Isn't that Star Wars? Yes. A new hope, new faith, something. Y'all know. Anyway, so on September 1st, Pluto retrogrades back into Capricorn. And I feel like this is not the same Pluto that has been that was hanging out in Capricorn for the last 15 years, since 2008. This is like Pluto gonna be acting brand new, and he's slathered with hope and wishes and new friends and star energy, star from the tarot. And I just looked down and I saw justice. I feel like in the ways that you've been wronged and how like out of balance shit has been for you, the divine is conspiring to make things right. So let yourself welcome in hope. Let yourself dream bigger. Let yourself believe that you can have this life that's stable and consistent, and like, because when after it come November, it's very different sailing, you know. And then on September 4th, your other ruling planet, Mars, goes into Cancer. And Mars falls in Cancer because Mars doesn't want to be bogged down by the emotionality of that comes with Cancer. Cancer is a sign of I feel, and Mars is drive, motivation, like your physical, spiritual, sexual energy. It wants to go, it wants to move, it wants action. And here he's forced to fucking slow down, you know, and that's why Mars is exalted in Cancer's shadow, because the opposite of Cancer is Capricorn, and Capricorn is I do, I use. Mars is out here trying to do, use, move, go, take off. But he can't do that in Cancer. So you're going to be forced to feel the fullness of your feelings. You're going to be forced to evaluate that pessimism, all that internal conflict, the conflict in your family, the conflict in your home life, the conflict in maybe your living situation or the house that you are in, or the apartment or the, you know, townhome or whatever it is that you're in. Forced to face what's going on in the family so that you can get to the end of the matter. Cancer is the end of the matter. So you can close out really big chapters while Mars is in Cancer. And I feel like that's what's coming up, and that's what we're welcoming in. So, like I said, hydrate, light it if you need it. That's the new phrase. It ain't light it if you got it, it's light it if you need it. Because you may find out that you don't need it as much as you think that you do. So, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, thank you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Virgo season 2024. I thought something flipped over, but they flipped right over, back over. All right. First thing to be, the sun reversed. The sun reversed is still the sun. It's still the most positive card in the deck. And I feel like there's all this sweetness and revelation and clarity and childlike joy and wonder and success that's slowly taking its time and coming up from beneath the surface. You are just being forced to get out of this old turbulent mindset and start to pursue harmony in the realm of your mind. And so some of you are struggling. You may come into Virgo season feeling a little sluggish. There could be stuff going on with your energy levels. There could be delays around your particular concept of success. Everything is happening in divine timing, not your timing, babe. I also feel like while we're starting this season with Mercury still retrograde in Leo, and a lot of us are having to face father wounds. And so if there's any daddy issues, father wounds, drama with the parental unit, specifically the masculine parental unit, even if it's not your biological father, or if you find yourself adopted, but if you are adopted, there could be just some stuff coming up from the surface, truths coming to light from the father side of the bloodline. There could be health issues that you find out that your father has, or the masculine caregiver. I also feel like the sun reverse is saying, hey, you're kind of neglecting your inner child and you need to hang out with them expeditiously. And that looks like you being quiet, silent, meditative, prayerful, alone, and being like, hey, little bae, come hang out with me. Mom and dad dropped the ball in some sort of way. For if you're a Scorpio, there's usually mom dropped the ball big time in some sort of way. But I won't do that. I won't treat you that way. Come hang out with me and tell me what you need. This came up for Libra as well. So I feel like the first thing to be clarified on the Selenite throne is your perception of your reality, your self-image, what you know about yourself to be true, the way you analyze, the way that you think, what you think you know. Your relationship to your physical, spiritual, and sexual energy, and how you like divvy up your fucks, how you energetically budget. There could be someone with Leo placements that you find some important stuff out about. There could be someone that's like a father figure or has fatherly energy, or like an authority figure that something may be off or they may not be themselves. But I just feel like there's a lot coming to light. And I feel like you're in a position where you're no longer ignoring red flags. The red flags are coming to light. The red flags about yourself are coming to light. The red flags about other people are coming to light. I feel like there's unexpected revelations, unexpected aha moments that are coming in, Scorpio. And you want to get to that point where you're like this baby, young, wild, and free, naked, transparent, getting to be your whole self. You know, not in this position where you're afraid of the ride that you're on. And so I feel like you're being kind of forced to face your fears around where you are in your life. Also, the sun may be your son. There could just be noticing that one of your son or a child of yours may be struggling with physical energy or feeling depressed or having like growing pains in their body, or going through hormonal shifts in some sort of way. There could be stuff being revealed, them sharing stuff with you that they didn't share before. This is exactly the placement that Libra got, the hangman, except they got the hangman reversed. And it's interesting. The sun reversed and then the hangman, this halo around the hangman is indicative of the sun energy. And so there's something here about you feeling stuck. You are not stuck. You are being held in an uncomfortable position so that you can face any shame or guilt or humiliation or things that have been repressed. I feel like there's a lot that you're going to learn in Virgo season about yourself and about your subconscious mind. Because about your subconscious mind and what you learned as a child about masculinity, what you learned about men, how like the examples of men that you had in your life. There could be some like in turning your back possibly on those old thought processes. I feel like there's a lot of healing available to you, Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. But you've got to get receptive to it. There are some big aha moments, big clarity, big awareness that wants to come in, that rush of blood to the head. I feel like sudden revelations, sudden revolutions being brewed inside of you. And you're not going back. I feel like you're turning your back on this old version of yourself, Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. And I'm proud of you and the work that you've been doing on yourself. And I'm proud of you for how long you've endured. That I motherfucking said. Center of the reading is justice. I'm letting you know the equalization is coming. The balance is coming. Your ability to stand up for yourself. Cause and effect. This is definitely a very karmic season for you and very karmic time in your life. And you've got to be willing to stand 10 toes down on your truth. You better be out here acting right. Don't be trying to get revenge on people. Don't be trying to plot. Don't be trying to do the divine's job. karma can handle it way better than you ever will be able to. The cosmic realm of justice will be able to handle the people that wronged you way better than you ever will be able to. Center of the reading being justice lets me know that there's some big decisions. And so far, we've got 3 major arcana out. And so the beginning of Virgo season, I feel like, is very impactful in your life. Is a hard-hitting season. And the objective, the objective is justice. Justice for all of this that you've had to deal with, the balancing out, the equaling out. And I feel like you're needing to make the big decisions that are coming up in Virgo season need to be made from that place within you where you feel balanced enough to access your logic and your intuition before you make a decision. Like, you not just going all feeling, not just going all head, not just all heart, head and heart, logic and intuition. The scales are being recalibrated. The jury is still out on something. Some of you may find out that it's like your son, your brother, a father, a baby daddy, or somebody may be in jail, or maybe facing a court case, or may like have legal issues going on. There could be a lot coming to light about possible addiction within yourself, addiction within family members, within a father figure, within a son or a child, or an authority figure possibly. There could just be like, I feel like tea is getting spilled. And you don't need to worry your pretty little head about it. Mind your business. Tend to what is yours. Don't be out here trying to fix everybody's problems or be in everybody's business. Final 2 cards, final 2 messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Virgo season 2024. Cards feel kind of chaotic. I'm pulling for you. They're all like over the place. And you may be thinking that things are chaotic, and some of you may be putting off decisions. And I think that that's actually okay. I feel like only make these big decisions if you fucking have to. But if you can put off making big decisions until after September 1st, hell, honestly, I would say around September, midway through September 4th, 5th, 6th. If you can wait to the 15th, you'll be golden. But I would put off making any big decisions. Hold on. Final card, final message, please, for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. The 5 of Wands. With the 10 of fucking Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, because life is recalibrating. Life is restabilizing. There's this brand new cycle available to you in regards to your self-worth. Therefore, in regards to the money that you make, a whole new cycle in family, a whole new cycle in how you're spending money, what you're spending money on. There could be a whole new cycle with this Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn person in your life. But it just feels like things are shifting into the new place that they're going to be in. So you don't need to make any big decisions. You don't need to like cause any extra drama. There's a lot of fire here. And I think that the sun's coming out reversed because Mars is going into Cancer, and Mars will be slowing us down and have us really thinking about the long game, have us really focused on the depths of our feelings. What's hanging out in your emotional basement? Who is hanging out in your emotional basement? What memories need to be purged? What memories need to be uprooted, purged, and processed? It's all coming up so it can come out, and so that you can acquire a new level of freedom, and so that you can start to reestablish your faith and belief in the God of your understanding and in the cosmic realm of justice. You know, we're not putting our faith in this like corrupt justice system here on earth. We've got to put our faith in the divine cosmic realm of justice, understanding that you reap what you fucking sow. If you lie, you'll be lied to. If you cheat, you'll be cheated. If you give hate, you'll receive hate. If you give criticism, you'll receive criticism. What goes around comes around. That's just physics. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Equal or opposite reaction. You know? And so there's something about trusting in cause and effect. And so you don't need to be making decisions in haste. If you can put it off to the 15th, I would. If you can put it off to the 5th at minimum, but the 15th would really be nice. I feel like there's a lot of clarity that will come in by that point. So final 2 cards are really interesting, and both came out for Libra. So there could be people with Libra placements playing a big role. And honestly, Libra is just Scorpio light. You know, like there was a point in our history where there was no Libra. What was considered Libra is just a different part of the tail of the scorpion in the sky. And so the Libra card out here too, I just feel like there may be somebody with Libra placements that is either bringing a truth or helping you make a decision or helping you like pull back from a decision. The beginning of Virgo season to the center of Virgo season is very impactful in your life. And then I feel like you're left to your own devices for the end of Virgo season and, you know, as we start Libra season. The 2 of Wands reversed says like, you got all these big decisions to make, but you're going to be feeling very indecisive. So you're going to have to learn how to make decisions from a different place than you normally do. Normally you want all this truth. Normally you want it to make sense. You want all this logic. Then others of you, the other half of Scorpios, want it to feel right. You want to be able to sense it in your body. You want to sense it in your spirit. You want to sense it, and you may not have access to that. You may feel a little stuck when it comes to source, or a little stuck when it comes to clarity. And I feel like it's just time to really reacquaint yourself with your why. Why are you doing what you're doing? Evaluate your priorities and really slow down. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, because there could be a lot of conflict that reemerges, especially if it involves somebody with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements. All right, let me zoom out a little bit. There's a lot that's coming to light about your mental health. Some of you, you need to get on an antidepressant. Some of you know that you need to get on a certain medication. Some of you know that you need doctor's assistance when it comes to your physical body, or when it comes to like a health or a mental health issue. And it's time to stop hiding from that. That's a big decision. Some of us are in a position where, some of you may have to like testify or be a character witness or something like that in a legal decision or in a legal battle. This could be a custody battle. Some of you are finally getting what you want when it comes to your family, finally getting the justice that you deserve. When it comes to a family issue, or when it comes to just like a legal issue in general, I feel like Justice Upright says that it's spinning in your favor. Things are going in your favor. You just need to let yourself be honest. For those of you who are dealing with Libras, for those of you who are dealing with Libras, I feel like they may be in a place of transition. They're really like coming into their own. They're really figuring out what it is that they want, how to communicate effectively. I feel like they're rebuilding their own pillars of faith. So you may need to be patient with them. If you feel stuck with a Libra, you may find that the decision gets made in Virgo season. Like whether y'all are staying together or not, whether y'all are gonna continue to collaborate or work together or not. Like I feel like decisions are coming out. The deliberation is happening and is the crux of this season, the deliberation process. That makes sense. Virgo is a season of I analyze. Virgo is the sign of I analyze. So I feel like you're analyzing a lot of information and you're going to be doing a lot of internal deliberation. There could be a lot of going back and forth, which is why you don't need to make a big decision yet. If you're dealing with a Leo, I feel like they are not themselves right now, or they're figuring out what's going on. They may be feeling very low energy, and you don't need to take this shit personally. They just may be in a place of like introspection or like trying to heal or trying to get stable in their mind, trying to face any kind of mental health issues that they're going through. They may be in a place of self-soothing. So don't take it personally. Um, if you, one thing I've noticed is there are no cups out here. There is no water out here, and you are a water sign. I feel like you may be the deepest of the water signs. Um, and there's something about like either you're hiding from your emotions or trying to keep them under wraps or like not displaying your emotions. Um, you're trying to make logical decisions because some of you don't trust your emotions, and that's what's being put under the microscope, Scorpio, is like your connection to your emotions and how you're trying to hide them or hide from them, possibly. um some of you are really struggling with making decisions because you don't feel comfortable with all this power, or you don't feel comfortable having the world in your hands, but you just need to ask yourself why. Normally, why I view why can be a trap. But for you this season, I feel like ask yourself why every step of the way. Why am I doing this? Why do I feel this way? Where is this coming from? Question yourself, not everybody else. Why are you tolerating this? Why are you keeping yourself in this position? Why are you making these decisions? Why did you make these decisions previously? With the Two of Wands reversed, I feel like you're supposed to be taking the road less traveled. You're supposed to be exploring, but you're holding yourself back from that. You're keeping yourself in your safe place, and you need to know why. And so there's some major introspection that's coming through because there's a lot of internal conflict that I feel like is coming in. And there's so many things that you're good at, so much that you want to do, and you may not know where to start. And you need to ask why. Ask yourself why. Some of you are dating multiple people. Some of you are curious about dating multiple people, curious about sleeping with multiple people. There may be somebody with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements that's being very conflictual or provoking you in some sort of way, or you may find yourself just like clashing or being unnecessarily combative because some of you are really relying on external sources for answers versus going inward like you're being advised to. And if you go inward, there's a whole new foundation of stability that you get access to. Internal stability, internal comfortability. Like you befriend your organs, you befriend your thoughts, you befriend that dark side of yourself that you've been evading in some sort of way. I feel like there's a new chapter in money, a new chapter in luck. I do think that Pluto going back into Scorpio is going to do wonders, like great things for your career. I really think that you guys are about to take off career wise. Fucking your ruling planet being in fucking Capricorn for 15 years, like you're going to come out on the other side of it. I feel like with some major career changes, some major decisions to make in career. And I feel like you don't need to be indecisive and vacillate. You just need to bide your time, make sure you know why you're doing what you're doing, stay connected to your why. Some of you need to come up with a pitch. Some of you need to come up with, like, this is why I'm doing this. This is why I'm, so there could just be something there. But I feel like your relationship to money is about to go up. Your relationship, like how much money you have. Yeah, there's good news coming in about money because you have done the work, dipping into the plunge a little bit. But either way, I hope to see you over on Patreon, where we're going to clarify all these cards. The Spartan Spirit Squadron, we stay lit. My ethical cult and I will be clarifying all these cards. You'll get another like 10 to 20 minutes of reading in regards to this. And they get everything first. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. For free shit, check out my Instasham at JustJ_everything, TikTok at JustJEverything, and for other dope shit that I do, my website, JustJEverything.com. Over there, you can book a personal reading with me, or you can play around in the Salvage Spirit Apothecary and get yourself a blend of your liking. But all the links are in the description box below, so go check that out. But yeah, and I'm diving a little bit more. There's a transformation. You're being reborn, and some of you are taking it personally because you think that you're being knocked down or humbled or being like knocked down a couple rungs. Some of you may be, but it's happening for you. Dive into like figuring out what it is that you like, what you don't like. You know, there could be some new relationship with someone coming in, a new relationship or a new take on old love. Especially if this other person has Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements. I feel like there is a huge turning point and things are about to get super celebratory. But Mars has to go through what Mars has to go through. Pluto has to go through what Pluto has to go through so that you can be harnessed, you can be propelled towards this new path that's coming out. I feel like you're starting off Virgo season with a lot of raw emotions. You're realizing that you have a lot to say. You may be really feeling stuck. Or there could be some kind of cosmic pause, something that's put on pause so that justice can prevail. And so that you're going to be put in the position to have all the information that you need so you can make the decisions. You can make right decisions quickly because you will be equipped with the full truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So don't go chasing waterfalls. Don't go forcing a decision. Don't go forcing yourself to move just for the sake of movement, just because you feel like things are slowed down. I'm putting you on game now and letting you know things are going to slow down. Mars falls in Cancer. And that is not a bad thing. We all need to slow the fuck down. So that, I mean, because who the fuck wants to go full force in the wrong direction? I know you don't. And so that's what's happening. I'm not saying you're going in the wrong direction, but I'm saying you've been trying to go full force. And the divine is like, no, we're going to downshift a little bit so that you can check yourself before you wreck yourself. And so that you can properly collaborate, so that you can acknowledge, the caliber of company that you want to keep. Successful people hang out with successful people. Miserable people hang out with miserable people. Like attracts like. And some of you are in a place where there's all this conflictual energy inside of you, and you don't need to be making big decisions while all this conflictual energy is inside of you. So you're being slowed down so that you can co-create with the God of your understanding. And so that You can be, and so that this stuff can come up and be revealed to you. Some of you may find yourself in an argument with someone with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placement. Some of you may find yourself in an argument with someone with Aquarius placements. It's like you want to close out the cycle. You just want so bad for things to be in sync, for things to flow, for you to feel like you have your power, for you to be in power. But the divine's not going to play you like that and give you all this shit that you're not ready for. Okay? So slow down, breathe. Everything is happening for you. I promise. And in the meantime, you just work on evaluating your psychocybernetic settings. You work on evaluating your subconscious mind and what your subconscious mind has been affirming for all these years. If you think that you can, you're right. If you think that you can't, you're right. And you need to figure out which end of the spectrum that you've been operating from so that your subconscious mind can stop affirming that. Let's get into it. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.